Greeting routine, sit. Practice this every day with a different person. Philomena's brand new. She's only here 1 day a week. We have him sit. We hand the person a little treat. He waits till I come back to him. I say, go say hi. He goes and gets the treat. And she could even pet him if she wanted to. And I could say, come. And see how I'm just tapping a little bit? Right here, buddy. Good. It's better to do this routine and do any of this training when he's motivated by food, especially since he's still learning. He's only been here for about half the training time that I usually have a dog sit. So he's eaten already today. So he's like as unmotivated as you're gonna see him. So I'm using these little pieces of just chicken breast. At least it kind of, tastes better than usually what he would get. See how he waits. The leash is always loose. Go say hi. You can pet him if you want, Philomena. You can pet him. There you go. Come. See how we're using the come command. You back away. Good. One more time. Because this is really good for him because you've got a lot of the training in this one little exercise. You got sit. You got the sit, stay. No, if he gets up. See, that stepping into him is really important because you reset the dog. When you step into him and reset him with your body, see, I'm like hurting him with my body, gives him a chance to do it more successfully the next time. So he sat that time, he's waiting. See how the leash is always loose? You're never holding him tight. Go say hi. So you got the go command, sending him over to somebody, and then you've got the most important command, I think. Come. See how if you didn't respond right away, you just tap him. Good boy. Back away. He'll come running to you. So much better than standing still. And that's a little greeting routine that you could practice with your family members, anybody that comes over. This kind of stuff and the other training you're going to see on this video is directly related to his housebreaking, his potty training as well, because he's a calmer, more focused dog, which is what the training does. He's going to get the, hey, I go to the bathroom outside only. I go through that door and outside only. It all ties in together. So just the potty training, the housebreaking by itself, it could go on for a long time if you're not doing these things. So these things make the dog calmer, they learn faster, they get stuff faster, and you're trying to fix already existing bad habits in the house. I didn't have that here from day one. He did the same thing here and no accidents in the house, and I'll show you how I did that when I get to you. But at your house, you want to do these types of things, just do it once a day with one person a day. Whoever you have around, just anybody in your family, anybody that comes over, and it really helps make the dog calmer and just more focused. To do this mat exercise, we walk him up to the mat, we have him sit, and notice how I'm never repeating a command, and I'm just using a little bit of tension with the leash, and I touched his butt a little bit. All he knows over time is that he heard it once and he ends up there, and we practice the stay though. See how he's actually staying there and not popping up? So that's the hard part, of course, is the stay. You're never holding him in place. If you have a tight leash, you're not gonna be able to do anything with him because he's gonna be stressed out. Tight leash, tension on the leash creates stress in the dog, and he won't have any focus and everything will fall apart. So it's a loose leash. If you need to do something with the leash, you just do little taps if you have to. So we do this mat exercise every day for a few minutes a day, and every day we do it, we build up. So I'm up to like 3 minutes or so now, but in 21 days, in three or 4 weeks, however long I would have a dog in the regular program, I'd be doing 5 minutes a day, and he'd be staying there for 5 minutes a day. So we're like halfway there now. So we have him sit, I say, go to your mat, I walk over with him, and then I say, down. And I lure him into a down. And it's taken a while for him to actually just go down like that. I had to really work with him at first. If he pops up, no. See that stepping in him? Come on, buddy, come on. And he's got a big problem of putting on the brakes and going like this and not wanting to come to you. Well, here's how you solve that. Come on, buddy, let's go this way. Don't force him to do anything. Sit, let's do it again. Tap that leash and use some leadership energy and go, come on, let's go this way. Tap, 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 and he'll follow you. go to the end of the leash and he'll follow you instead of dragging him around, because of all dogs, he's going to be hard to drag around, obviously. Go to your mat. Down. So now, of course, we're working on the stay, which of course I don't say stay, but I just teach him when I put you in a down, it means you stay there. Good. See how I'm putting the reward on the mat, standing above him? Good. Right now we're at the point where we still have to reward him every couple of seconds or else he'll pop up. No. If he gets up like that. See how I'm just down there with this in my hand, in my fist? Watch what happens. Good. See, he goes back. Good, he gets paid. He's learning finally after a couple of weeks. Hasn't actually been 2 weeks yet, but almost. In a couple of weeks, hey, if I stay in that downstay, good things happen. So the way you're doing this at first, okay, is you're just shooting for that kind of downstay and releasing him before he makes a mistake. Okay, bud, okay, come on, this way. Come on, you can do it, come on. See, I'm just tapping, I'm not forcing him. You're always doing these left turns. Sit. So you just, watch this video. Of course, I'll show you when I deliver him to you. You're always turning into him. Your body is turning into him. This is all about teaching him a whole new system. And there's no more forcing and dragging him around or any of that. It's all about using body language to get what you want out of him. Go to your mat. So this is the third time I'm sending him over. Down. Good. Notice how there's no forcing, there's no stepping on the leash. It's all good. It's all teaching him, hey, you want to do this. Good. You want to, this is better than what you did before. Good. So we don't have to force him because this is a dog. Good. You start cranking on the leash. Good. Pulling, forcing him down, forcing him to do anything. He locks up and he's just way too strong to force him to do anything. Good. But I still wouldn't do that with any dog. No. See how I'm stepping into him? Putting him back. No tension on the leash. Good. Timing's really important. As soon as he collapses back down, another reward. Good. Good. Even if you just do this much, what I'm showing you on the video, every day is going to get a little bit better. Always end on a success. Okay, you're going to see in a couple more weeks. Sit. If you keep doing this exactly like I'm doing it, he's going to have a really good downstay. Because all those dogs that went through the program that you see on my YouTube channel, they have solid downstays. That just took 3 or 4 weeks to do. So we're halfway there with him already. Go. That's how you release him. Pat his chest and say go. Right. Sit. Just a little bit of tension. He just drank a lot of water, so he's coughing there. Little pulling up, touching him, like everything's gentle but firm. Never repeat a command. If you say it twice, you're never going to have it the first time. Stay is built into sit, so you can practice a stay by getting him used to me walking around him by doing that, like give him a little bit of treat and holding on to it as you walk around him. And I always do both sides, just like that. That's how you're going to practice a sit stay. And it gets pretty easy after a while. He's just started doing this in the last couple of days. No. If he pops up, it's no. It's gentle but firm. It's just a little bit of tension, just barely, a little bit pulling up, and your finger, you can just push with your finger and his butt will go down. And just practice standing out in front of him. That's good for him now. That's better than he had before. Hey, always reward him like this, straight down. Good. Eye contact. He's literally staring me in the eyes as he gets that reward. Nope. And you could also, when he pops up, which I think will pop up again, I'll show you the other way of resetting him. So we'll practice the stay again. I'll step out in front of him, step back, eye contact. Good. Don't have the hand come down and you're like this, he's looking that way or at the ground or over there. Eye contact. Nope. It seems very subtle. Straight down. See how to get his attention the first time you'll see in the video I tapped his forehead, so he made another mistake. He gets up before you release him. No. Do your little circle like this. Gently but firmly put him back. Everything's very gentle but consistent and firm. Because he's used to fighting people and putting on the brakes and refusing to do things. So handling him in this gentle way and rewarding him at the appropriate times, like you see me doing here on the video, that's the way to get so much more out of him. One last reward. This part's really important. Good. It really increases the focus on you if you reward him whenever you can with eye contact in a sit. You can't do it in a down because it'll trigger him to stand up, but do it when you're having him sit like this. When you come back next to him, reward like this in this situation. So much better than this kind of stuff. So to release him, to be free, you saw me do it on the greeting routine video already. You pat his chest and say go, and he's free. He can go wherever he wants. But if you're still doing training and you want to keep him on the clock, pat your leg and say okay, and he'll walk with you. Just show me walk a little bit. Okay. So whenever you walk in him, he stays next to you. You're always turning into him. This is really important as well. I got this little teeny tiny prong collar. I just put it on today. Just started using it today. Last days here. All before that I was using this black collar that he was sent with. He responds really well to it. You can choose not to use it. Some people don't like them, but you see in the video how I use it. It's all about gentle. It's like power steering on your dog. Gentle taps like that and body language. So it's okay, if I'm gonna make a right turn, I'm gonna go left. See how my body does all the work to go right? Come on, buddy. He lags behind. I'm gonna coax him to catch up. No more pulling. Okay, come on. Whenever I'm turning, I'm always turning into him. Super dominant move. Sit. He's almost there to do it by himself. Very dominant, gentle but firm. Makes the dog see you differently. You're, once again, because of your body language, you're inspiring him to do it your way. He likes that. He feels safe when you step into him. So he's in a sit stay. Let's say I want to go that way. Always something like this. Okay, your body steps into him. See, always like that. Sit. Makes the dog feel safer, makes him calmer. The dog's calmer because of the way you handle him throughout the day. Potty training in the house is going to be way easier. He's not going to think he can pee all over the place. He's going to be focused. He's going to learn the whole system a lot faster with you because he's like, yeah, this is part of it. I always go out that same door. So you have to be really consistent with the way you're handling him. Okay. This is what I think is the most important command, because this is a command that could save his life someday. If he's out, runs out the front door for some reason, he wants to run across and play with that poodle across the street or whatever, and there's no leash, you have to have a solid recall. So this is how you're gonna, if you practice this every day, even for just a couple of minutes a day, over time he's gonna have a really solid recall. So this is how I do it every day. Left hand leash, see how it's over my wrist? Then this is free, this hand is free. Always use a 6-foot leash, at least a 6-foot leash, that's standard for dog training. Anything shorter, even 5 feet, the leash is gonna be tight, where we already talked about in the other videos, or the other clips here, that a tight leash creates stress, makes him excited. You know how he is when he's excited, he's like a bull, you know? He won't do anything, you can't drag him around, he can't think. So you wanna keep him calm by how you handle the leash. So it's just leash etiquette 101. Keep the leash loose, taps, never like this, never dragging around. So 6-foot leash, put over your left hand. Right hand is for a treat. And this is everything that I'm doing is geared to, someday, if you work really hard at this, it's all off leash. We phase out the treats. In a few weeks of calling him to come, he won't know why he wants to come to this target. And there doesn't even have to be any food in it. When there's an emergency, you're not gonna have a leash or a reward. You have to just do it this way, and because of the way you practice with the reward, so I'm gonna have a little piece of chicken breast in here. It will work when you have nothing, and it'll save his life. Could save his life someday. Definitely get you out of some issues with him. He has a great come command. So, left hand leash, right hand reward. When I'm practicing with him, always wait until he looks away from you, because That's what's going to happen in real life. You want him to hear that command and turn back and run back to you. Don't call him when he's staring at you, because that's not a real life situation, right? Sometimes he's really lazy. So I'm going to call him. You're going to have to shoot me going that way. I'm going to call him that direction before he gets up, all right? Come. Good. This hand, because the left hand's free, grabs his collar, because you don't want to just go give him the treat and let him stand there, because smart dogs like him, and a lot of dogs, they're going to realize after you practiced a few times that they can grab the treat and run off again. So, sit. I always practice calling him to come and have him sit every time. And then, go, release. Not even a reward for that. He got the reward for coming to me. So one more time, left hand leash. Let's say he won't stop staring at you. Well, you got to create a distraction then. If you're just in a yard like this practicing, create a distraction, throw the treat over there. He's distracted, right? Come. See that? Good. Everything happens at once. The treat, the good, this, you can pet him and grab it. And then later on, it'll be like this. I'll do it with no treats. He's distracted. Come. Empty target hand. Good boy. Oh, good boy. And you got him, and he's safe, and you take him in the house or put him back in your car or wherever. It's a good way to practice. And, you know, he's like halfway there, but I would want to do this for a couple more weeks like this, like 10, 15 times a day. And at your house, it's a totally different environment, to where he hears it and boom, he comes running back to you. Also, you saw me back away every time. When you back away, it draws the dog to you. When you stand still, it's not half as good. So you got to back away. When you back away, they run to you. If you practice this way in a real life situation where you can't back away, your back's to a wall or whatever, he's going to run to you because you practice this way. So it's all about how you teach him that matters. Standing still is not as good, and you know if you try to chase him down, he runs away from you. Most dogs they'll move away from you. So you back away and draw him to you. If for some reason come on buddy, he ignores your command, tap. See that tap? He sees his target. Good boy. Lots of affection for coming back to you. You know, he needs great incentive to always want to do all this stuff with you, not just the come command, but come command especially, where every time you call him to come, it's a good thing. Hey, I'm calling you to give you a gift. I just want to pet you and tell you how good you are. Then you're free again. If you practice in that way, you'll have the best recall, the best come command of anybody in your neighborhood. So you got to teach him, like with all this stuff, in a way that he wants to do it. It's really important. Okay, bud, let's go.